Hey, this is Zircon, Project Co-Director for Final Fantasy VI, Balance and Ruin. We are back with round 2 of our Kickstarter. Our first one went really well, thanks to your support. Square Enix did have some concerns, which we worked out with them, and that's why the Kickstarter was down temporarily. Unfortunately, Kickstarter couldn't restore it with the original goal and the original funding. So here we are starting again, but I think with your help, it's going to be just as much of a success as it was the first time around. Just like last time, we've got some great rewards for project backers. Our goal target is a little bit higher, and that's because we're paying licensing fees on the music for every copy that we print. So I hope you enjoy this new Kickstarter video. We've got some great new music from the project that we've worked on over the last few months. So check it out, enjoy, and we hope to get your support. Thanks. When I was a kid, Final Fantasy VI was probably my favorite game. I used to rent an SNES on the weekends because my parents didn't want me to have one during the week. When I went to the local video store, I would always pick out Final Fantasy VI. There was something really special about the game that just drew me in, and I think a lot of people have had that feeling playing the game. The games before it, after it, there are definitely tons of classics there. And back in 2007, I actually directed a project based on the soundtrack for Final Fantasy VII, called Voices of the Lifestream. But 6 has a very unique atmosphere. It has unique characters, unique music, and it's a game that I really felt deserved a proper musical tribute. And my co-director, McVaffe, also known as McVaffe, agreed with me. So for this project, we assembled a team of some of the most talented remixers. We got people that have been on OC Remix since 2000, 2001, all the way to newcomers that are extremely talented. We also ran a contest to bring new people on that maybe aren't as active in the community but are still very talented. And that contest went really well. We got plenty of great entries with it. We want to take the source tunes, everything from battle themes to the main theme to even the chocobo theme. We want to take that to the next level with all sorts of genres. The soundtrack itself is so varied that we felt picking just one style, like just metal or just dance or piano or guitar, wasn't really fitting. We wanted to include a wide range of styles. So the roster of artists that we have cover the whole gamut, from orchestral to new age, jazz, funk, atmospheric, ambient, trance, dubstep, everything in between, and it's all going to make sense in context. Now as you watch this, you might be wondering, how much are we going to charge for it? And the answer? Nothing. This is a completely free, volunteer, non-profit, fan-made project. That means that anybody will be able to download it as a torrent or as MP3 files once it's released later this year. We are in this to pay tribute to the music and really bring the appreciation of both the soundtrack and video game music in general to the mainstream public. So what's the Kickstarter for? Well, even though it's a volunteer project, we still need resources to print up physical copies of the album. And we're going to use these physical copies as giveaways. We're going to be giving them to people that donate to the Kickstarter. Special events, conventions like Otakon, MagFest, PAX East, PAX Prime. Because the project is very big, it's probably going to be at least 4 CDs. The printing costs aren't going to be cheap. We also need a studio recording budget because we're going to be doing vocals, possibly choir, some orchestral instruments, guitar, live sax, flute. Just like with Voices of the Lifestream, we had this wide range of genres and we had a lot of professional mixing and mastering. We really want to keep that level of quality up with this project. Every single track, we want it to be as memorable as possible. I've been on the staff of OverClocked ReMix since 2004, and I first discovered the site in 2002. It's really built my career up as a video game composer and an original electronic artist. That's where I met my wife, Jillian, in 2005, and a lot of my very best friends. So I feel like I owe the site a lot. And the way that I want to give back is directing this project. I think that being able to bring this to the public is going to pay an amazing tribute to the Final Fantasy VI game, soundtrack, and of course Nobuo Uematsu himself, the original composer. And I know McVaffe, my co-director, feels the same way, so we'll really appreciate any donations that you give. Whether it's $1, $10, or $100, we think that this is going to make a huge difference in the quality of not just the physical product itself, but also the music. If you plan on donating, I want to thank you in advance, and once the project comes out, I hope you'll download it and enjoy. Thanks.